Alright, what is up guys, N84 here and welcome back to yet another installment of Norman Talks, because I'm Norman and I'm going to be talking. It's pretty self-explanatory if you ask me, but the way this show works is we're going to be talking about 3 topics today, and yeah, we're going to have some fun with it. I choose 3 random topics that I find interesting and we talk about it, we go into detail, and we kind of just break things down, so we're going to have fun with this one. So the first topic that we have today is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse 2 being delayed. That's truly unfortunate news. Second topic of the day, we're going to be talking about Brie Larson, Miss Captain Marvel, joining the Fast and Furious franchise, the Fast family. I almost stumbled through that, but I recovered, It's late, okay? Give me a break. It's almost like 3 a.m. It's whatever. And our final topic of the day, we're going to be talking about the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Jim Carrey himself, announcing a possible retirement. So, we got some pretty interesting topics to talk about today. I haven't done this Norman Talks thing in a minute, so hopefully it goes smoothly, man. We can't have any of those hiccups, any of these, flaws or like anything just negative. We can't have that, okay? We need positive vibes. We need good vibes. We just need a overall good atmosphere, alright? So go ahead and drop a like on this video, share the video, subscribe if you are new. It helps me out a lot and I'd appreciate it. And most importantly, if you don't, you're ugly and you're gonna have bad luck for like the next 3 years. So, I would just do one of those things, man. You ain't gotta do all of them, but you should. But ladies and gents, I'm sorry, okay? I don't mean that, okay? None of you guys are ugly. Everyone's beautiful or handsome in their own way, okay? I promise. But without further ado, ladies and gents, let's hop straight into it. Alright, ladies and gents, so if you enjoyed Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse 1, you're just like everyone else. It was a great movie, had an amazing art style, great voice acting, pretty solid story, everything like that, great cast of, characters and everything. And it was just a good time, man. It's a movie that was lighthearted, it was fun, there was a little something in there for everyone. Lots of fan service, lots of good action, very visually pleasing. And once the sequel got the green light, it was exciting, man. The teaser trailer dropped, it was a good time, alright? But now they've just announced that it's been delayed, and it was initially supposed to come out in October or so, and it got delayed until like June of 2023. And I believe it's supposed to be in like part 1 and part 2, so it's kind of concerning, I don't know why they're delaying it. It hasn't, at least by the time this is being recorded, they haven't really released a statement for why it's being delayed. They just announced like, yeah, it's being pushed back, man, so you guys kind of got to just work with it, okay? And I don't know how to feel about that, because like I said, they didn't say any specific reason, so it's like, is it time constraints? Is it like some behind the scenes stuff? Do they just feel like they need to retweak some things, do some editing or something? Like it's not looking great, all right? But I'm okay with it. Usually, if you need a little extra time to make your movie better, pretty much anything that you can make better, like whether it's a music album, a TV show, anything. If you need a little extra time, you'd be like, what, this is good, but it could be better. Okay, give us a little extra time, we'll improve on it. And that's a good thing. Just like with Sonic the Hedgehog, the first movie, people were not happy with that design for Sonic, and the people working on the movie, they heard it, and they were just like, okay, we're going to delay this movie about a year, we're going to do some reshoots, we're going to give Sonic a whole new design, and they made it better, so slow and steady wins the race, I guess. We got to be patient, okay? Good things take time. Alright, so as far as I'm concerned, as long as it's an improvement, as long as everything ends well, I'm happy. Like I said, I'm kind of upset, because the first movie was so good, and this one is one that a lot of people are anticipating, so hopefully, things can, keep up, hopefully things are smooth along the road and everything like that, because Into the Spider-Verse is it's fire, okay? It's fire. Look at all these cast of characters, man. It's a good time. The first movie, it met everyone's expectations, and the sequel is only going to be better. But I'm okay with it, honestly, just because of the fact that we got Spider-Man No Way Home, and that movie, it's going down in history, man. It's great. And we got Venom, Let There Be Carnage, which just came out not too long ago, and They just announced Spider-Man 2 video game, so for a Spider-Man fan, I think everyone's pretty satisfied, honestly. And like I said, Into the Spider-Verse 2, hopefully things can keep up and keep it a positive vibe, okay? Because that's all we need. And good things, they're gonna take a little while, but as long as we get there in time, it's gonna be okay. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna cut that section a little bit short, just because I said, at least by the time this is being recorded, there hasn't been any specific reason for the delay and everything. It just got delayed, so I can't really speak too much on it because I don't have all the facts. So we're gonna go on and head on to the second topic of the day, which is Brie Larson, aka Captain Marvel herself, joining the Fast family with Vin Diesel and the rest of the cast for Fast X. And it's just been announced that the lovely, the beautiful, the also talented Brie Larson is going to be joining the Fast family. And a lot of people are kind of just confused on this one, okay? It's alright, I guess. And it was also announced a few months back that Jason Momoa, Mr. Aquaman, he's also going to be a part of the movie. So I don't know. I like both of them, both Jason Momoa and Brie Larson, but it kind of feels like they're just trying a little. I won't say they're trying too hard, but they're trying to fill the void, okay? With the death of Paul Walker and everything, and now The Rock, he's come out and said that he doesn't want to come back to the Fast and Furious franchise, and you kind of get the sense that Vin Diesel, he's kind of trying to get as many people as he possibly can, trying to get as many notable names as possible. But I swear to God, bro, if Tom Holland is in this movie, I'm done, okay? We've seen enough Tom Holland. We do not need him in Fast and Furious as well, okay? So just Vin Diesel, please don't, okay? Just give this man a break. But yeah, I don't know, man. Brie Larson in Fast and Furious just doesn't seem right. Don't get me wrong, I love Brie Larson, okay? I know there's a lot of people who don't. They hate on her. I'm not one of them. I really appreciate her. I think she's great. But it's just like, I don't think she fits in the Fast and Furious franchise. I don't know. And after watching Fast 9, it just seems like they have a hard time when it comes to writing, honestly. Because they do all these like weird retcons and stuff like that, and it doesn't really work. So they're just like, oh yeah, Dom has a brother that no one ever knew about. Oh yeah, freaking, what was this? Han, he's been alive all this time. And it's just like, what? Like, I guess, man. Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Fast 9 was too crazy. I lost brain cells while watching that movie, And don't get me wrong, I love Fast and Furious. Okay, I'm always going to be a fan, for better or worse. I grew up with the movies. I think each one has something kind of, special about it. And, I don't know, it's just kind of a part of me after all these years. It's been a franchise since 2001, still going strong till this day. So I'm going to support it. I know there's a lot of people who's like, yo, how did they go from street racing to this and like stuff like that? And I get it. And I think the writers know it as well. But it's just like, it's alright. It's fun. It's stupid. You know what you're getting yourself into when you go and watch the movies. So, it's alright. But I'm so curious to see what Brie Larson's gonna do. Like, is she gonna be a villain? Is she gonna be like one of the main cast members, like secret family member that no one ever knew about? Like, if they say like this is like Brian's sister or something, I'm gonna be kind of upset because it's just like, okay, like, because I don't know, man. Vin Diesel, I believe he like helped produce like some of the previous Fast and Furious movies and stuff like that. I know he's like one of the writers and everything, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes along the way. I mean, I'm not too big on Vin Diesel outside of Fast and Furious. Like, I know he does other movies and everything, but it's just like, aside from like his Marvel projects, because obviously he's Groot in the Marvel movies. Aside from like that, I don't really think he has any like real notable roles. I mean, you could say like Triple X and stuff like that, but it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's fine, but I can live without it. Like, if that movie just completely just erased from my memory, I probably wouldn't even care that much. But Fast and Furious is just far too big. With all the memes and stuff like that, Vin Diesel and family and stuff like that. It's a pretty big franchise, one of the biggest in Hollywood, up in the ranks with the Marvel films and Harry Potter, Jason Bourne, stuff like that. So Fast and Furious is a really big name. That's part of the reason why the franchise didn't end once Paul Walker died, because it's just too big. It makes too much money. They didn't want to stop making the films. Like even because we lost Paul Walker in Furious 7 and Fate of the Furious, Fast and Furious 8. It made over $1 billion at the box office, so it was still going strong. So then they were like, you know what, we gotta keep going with this. We're gonna give The Rock and Jason Statham their own little spin-off movie, Hobbs and Shaw. Personally, I didn't really care for that movie that much, but it's whatever. And Fast 9 after that, and they got 2 more movies planned. So it's like, it's a big franchise. It had to keep going, I guess. Whether it was the right choice or not, that depends on who you ask. But I don't know. The Fast and Furious franchise still making money. There's still lots of die-hard fans out there. So it's all right. They're still going strong. They're adding new people to the franchise. It's just kind of hard to do that when they're freaking 9 going on 10 movies in, and they're trying to introduce characters and be like, yeah, this character has been a character, but we just never met them. They're secretly introduced in Tokyo Drift and stuff like that. And it's just like, that doesn't work. And I talked more about that in the Fast 9 movie review I did when the movie came out, and it just bothers me. It kind of just tarnishes the history of Fast and Furious just a little bit for me, because it's just like, just because you guys try to force these plot points and stuff like that doesn't mean it makes sense. That doesn't work. And it's a problem. And that's why I think they brought Han back, because they're like running out of options. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, he's a big name in Hollywood, one of the biggest stars. So without him, they're gonna take a hit, man. I'll be honest. Vin Diesel, he kind of was the bigger person, because we know they've had a feud and everything. And the fact that The Rock was like, yeah, no, man, I'm sorry, I can't do it. I'm not coming back. That's gonna hurt the Fast and Furious franchise. The Rock's been there since Fast 5, so it's kind of gonna be a little messy with. I won't say it'll be. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be messy without The Rock, but you can definitely feel like his presence is gone, if that makes sense. Now look, okay, I'm not saying that it's going to flop regardless. Okay, I'm just saying, at least from right now, because the movie is still in production and everything, I don't know, okay? I just don't know. Maybe it can be a hit, okay? Maybe Brie Larson may just have an Oscar-winning performance, okay? Maybe she might steal the show. Maybe everyone might like her, okay? So who knows, She's had some pretty good roles in the past, and, she's still going strong with the whole Marvel, MCU, and everything. So, she still has a lot going on for her, but, the thing is, a lot of people didn't like her as Captain Marvel, though. Like, when she was in Endgame, and she's like, yeah, you guys didn't have me last time, that's why you guys lost. And she's like, I'm gonna go kill Thanos by myself. And everyone just hated her for it. And I don't think Brie Larson is the problem, it's just the way that they write her character in the movies. And I'll be 100% honest, I'm not too big with Captain Marvel and like the comic books and everything. I don't know if she's usually that cocky. I don't know if it's just that people just really hate Brie Larson or something. I just think it's the way that they write her, okay? I'm not too sure if it's her improvising those lines. I don't know if she's being forced those lines to say. But I don't know. I feel like Brie Larson gets a lot of unnecessary hate, so you guys just, calm down on Brie Larson, okay? It's not her fault, she's just trying to make the money, okay? She is an actress. It is acting, okay? So a lot of people take these things to heart, man. Just like with Chris Pratt, everyone was threatening to kill this man when they're like, oh, he's responsible for the universe being snapped away, like half the universe being snapped away and stuff like that. I'm just like, dude, it is a movie. These are not real characters. I mean, I get it, Endgame, Infinity War, all these Marvel movies, just very iconic, very memorable, just very big movies, but it's like, you guys need to calm down sometimes, okay? Like, you guys threatening to kill this man, Chris Pratt, it's a bit much, okay? You Marvel fanboys, just tone it down just a little bit, okay? They're only movies, all right? I get it. They're big. I understand the hype, but you guys just gotta calm down, okay? You can't be going around sending hate mail, threatening to show up at someone's door and hurting them and stuff. That's not cool. So Brie Larson, hopefully you have a fun time with the Fast family. I know The Rock left on a bit of a sour note. He was feuding with Tyrese Gibson and Vin Diesel and stuff like that. So maybe he just didn't have the best experience, in the later films. I don't know the complete story. Well, I do, but I feel like I've already talked about it to you guys in the past, like in another episode of Norman Talks, which I did. So definitely go check that out. But yeah, I pretty much hit everything I wanted to say with this topic. So let's go on and head on to the next. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, time for our third and final topic of the day. Mr. Jim Carrey announcing his possible retirement, okay? Because I think that's interesting. Because he's Jim Carrey, okay? He's Jim freaking Carrey, alright? One of the most lovable, one of the most iconic, one of the most respected men in Hollywood. And, the fact that he, says like he's like fairly serious about him, retiring, it hurts. It hurts. We grew up with watching this guy, he's been in so many iconic roles. You got The Mask, we got Dumb and Dumber, Bruce Almighty, and just so many more. And he's great. He's one of those lovable people in Hollywood that you can't hate. Like it's extreme. Like he'd have to do something extremely bad for you to hate him. Like Paul Rudd, Keanu Reeves, Ryan Reynolds, Jackie Chan, Adam Sandler. Like he's in that category. Like we have to sign like a petition or something. We got to start something to keep Jim Carrey in the game. Pretty much that's what we have to do. Jim Carrey is far too important and far too lovable to lose. I mean, look, okay, as much as I'm like hyping him up, I'm like saying like, yo, like we can't lose Jim Carrey, like stuff like that, but I understand. Like honestly, I do. Like once you've done something for like a really long time, you're not gonna want to do it for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? And I know he's been in so many movies, like since like the 80s, I believe. And I can understand that he kind of wants to chill life now. And there's lots of celebrities who have done that, and that's something that people have to understand. We can't force people to do something that they don't want to do. And there's lots of celebrities and stuff that we used to see a lot, and now we don't see a lot of them these days. And part of that is because they're feeling like Jim Carrey does. Like they're like, I've been on the cover of magazines, I've been in the movies, I've been in the TV shows. Now I just kind of want to relax. I kind of just want to retire from acting. Just take it easy. I've done what I needed to do. I've made my mark in the movie industry and stuff like that. So I just want to chill. And the society that we have now is like people are like, oh, he's irrelevant. Oh, that person's not important anymore. It's not that. It's just because once you've had the taste of fame for so long, I guess they just kind of get older, get wiser. They just want to chill. And here's something that people do have to understand is that even though there's like actors and actresses out there who has like that role that they're mostly known for, they don't want to just be known as that guy all the time. Like I'm gonna give you guys a few examples. For instance, like you got Kel Mitchell from Keenan and Kel, Good Burger and stuff like that. There's people who genuinely believe that he's like an actual idiot in real life, which is so stupid to me. Like they're like, oh my God, it's Ed. Like, oh, like dude, say the thing, and like you'd be annoyed with that too if you went out in public every time and someone just like went out calling you that. Same with like Jaleel White, like be like, oh my God, it's Urkel, ha ha ha, stuff like that. It's like, eh. And I know there's like more serious ones like Noah Monk, who plays as Gibby on iCarly. There'd be people in public telling him, say certain things, take off his shirt and stuff like that, because that's what he did on the show. And people expect that from him in real life as well. Same thing with Jeanette McCurdy, Sam Puckett, iCarly as well. she came out and she said like she just didn't have fun playing that role. She grew out of it. She, just didn't really like it. We can't force people to stay in roles that they don't want to do. And okay, I'll just do like one more example. Like, for instance, we got Chris Tucker. People still till this day keeps asking this man, are you gonna be Smokey again? Are you gonna come back to Friday and stuff like that? And he's said it numerous times now that he just doesn't want to play a Smokey anymore. And I understand. We can't force people to just do things that they don't want to. And he said that he didn't want to be responsible for everyone around the world smoking and stuff. Everyone who sees the movie to just smoke all the time. Because he said that's not cool. I don't want to be responsible for that. That's just a character I played. I don't want to be known for that. So I get it. Plus, I heard like there was lots of people on the Friday set who said like they didn't really have that good of a time. They weren't paid what they were supposed to be paid and stuff like that. And when he didn't return for next Friday, he went on to do bigger things. So you guys kind of understand that. And I get that with Jim Carrey. He's been around for so long. He's been active for a good amount of time. He's still doing movies, Sonic the Hedgehog. A lot of people don't know if he's going to be in Sonic the Hedgehog 3. First movie was so successful, a lot of people kind of doubted him at first. They're like, Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik? Then he stole the show. Same with the second one. Hopefully he can do it with the third one, man. But if he turns down the role, if he is serious about the retirement thing, I'll understand. He's been in the game for so long, so I understand. But ladies and gents, that's gonna wrap it up for this episode, because I'm losing breath, man. I'm talking a little too much, alright? But if you enjoyed this video, definitely feel free to drop a like on it, share it, and subscribe if you are new. I'm in it for, and I am out. Peace.